It is our responsibility to not shut our mouths to what concerns our faith. We have to defend it and not allow those who are against the advancement of Christianity to have their way. We must continue to talk to oppose their narratives. One can understand when the government tells every lie just to defend itself and then pays the press to back up those lies and help spread them. But when it comes to pastors that are turning blind eyes to the pain of their brethren, then you wonder whose side they are, God or Mammon. This is truly St. Mary's.
About life, any day you wake up, you do like this, your eye open, your mouth open. It means God is giving you a chance to do the right thing. Some people, they fear to talk. I don't know why they fear. Some people say, hey, what if I talk? They arrest me. Arrest you for what? But why should anybody be afraid? Is your life better than those in the middle belt? All those villages, women, they put fire out there, they burn them because of their faith. Because you're in the city, you believe you are safe?
Some clashes in the past between Christians and Muslims, where Muslims had murdered a great number of Christians in the north, like the Maitasene riots of the 1980s. But these incidences had been tackled and handled, and both parties had gone back to living in peace again. But in recent years, there had been no end to this crime. Every day we hear of Christians being killed in their numbers, that sometimes I used to wonder if there were still people still living in those areas. You could see the level of hatred as you watch the gory pictures of these murders. They were burnt alive, they were hit while they are alive, they roasted, and their body parts were eaten in the open, and you begin to wonder, are these humans? This has created division between these once tolerant groups, because one set is just desiring to annihilate the other because of their religious belief. And I must say that this is no thanks to politics. The coming of the political dispensation has given some people the privilege, the liberty to perpetrate whatever evil intentions they've carried with them. This brings me to the core of the problem. The intention of those behind the crisis is to stop the rapid growth of Christianity in the north. In the past, there were many mission groups from the southern part of Nigeria who had established themselves in the north. And they were there basically to fulfill the Great Commission. That is, go ye and into the world and preach the good news to every creature. In Mark chapter 16, verse 15. And many of these groups had made more or less a great success of this, as many in the outside communities had come to Christ and become Christians. The only people group that was difficult to reach with the gospel is the Fulani. The Fula or Fulbe people have been hostile to the gospel. They have shut their doors to any infiltration of Christianity. Now, with the coming of democracy, which is supposed to be power of the people to elect their own representatives, but has become the power of a few to determine or force on the people whoever they want. Now the Fulani, who seem to be in control of the power structure of the north, have used that power to frustrate the advancement of Christianity by raising sectarian groups that had, who burnt churches, who killed Christians, who sent them away from their communities, so that these people no more had any organized place to serve their God. And thereby they are halted or put on hold or the progress that Christianity was making in the north. The government and its supporters know that they are lying when they say there's no genocide in Nigeria. We know, and they know, that there have been killings of Christians. Genocide, in its simple definition, is the systematic killing of a racial or cultural group. And we know Christians have been killed as a group. So it is race murder or group murder. And they say there's no genocide. In fact, Professor Joash Amupeton, the present Independent Electoral Commission chairman, INEC, had confirmed that there was genocide in Nigeria in a legal brief which he wrote in 2020. So what are we saying? The painful aspect of all this is that the mainstream media, both local and international, collude with the government to continue to play down on the killings of Christians in Nigeria, telling lies about what's going on. But we are grateful and that Donald Trump does not listen or take his decision from watching or listening to mainstream media. In fact, he calls them fake news media. He has also said that the 1/3 of Americans, that is more than 50% of Americans, see the mainstream media, the press, as an enemy. So should we. Another fake news dispenser, as it concerns Christian killings in Nigeria, is Pastor Femi Lazarus. I'm sure we know of the video, his video that had been making the rounds for some time. And I think we should play it here once more so that I can make my own contribution. Let's watch the video.
Clamoring by America that they are killing Christians in Nigeria. Okay, it is not innocent. It is not innocent. When Goodluck Jonathan was in power, Nigeria needed to buy certain things to use in fighting that battle. The one who blocked us was America. We got machineries from a country, I don't want to mention that country, that was busy, and they were having victories in Sambisa, other places. The one who asked them to be sacked later was America. They are showing interest because they know that will divide the country. Then they can come in. Anywhere they step bonds. Any country that is richer than, in terms of mineral resources, than any country in Africa, it is Venezuela. Anywhere there is wealth, bonds. Be careful so that less they seem to be bringing help, but the idea is to penetrate and keep you bounded. There are countries that once they complain about your country, you are doing something right.
It's unfortunate that Femi Lazarus equates human life with mineral resources. That people are dying every day, and all you think about is the resources you will lose. Don't you have conscience? Who mineral resources help anyway for this country? The Chinese people that have been mining these resources and siphoning them away from this country and fueling the insurgency in the north to divert attention from their illegal trade, illegal mining. What has Femi Lazarus said about it? And what has the government done to stop it? Nothing. What this pastor has said is total misinformation. That is why I tell church people, please learn how to think for yourself. Don't allow pastors to think for you and tell you what is happening. Make your own research, because we have found that most of these pastors don't even give due diligence to research any topic that they want to talk about, because they know they have a ready audience that will accept whatever they say and say, yeah, pastor, speak it. But there is social media now, so every pastor must watch what comes out of their mouth, because the social media will not spare you. We will now watch Don Azar's analysis in his reply to Femi Lazarus on this very topic, and we'll come back for the final round of our discussion.
For Femi, in his message, said the United States banned Nigeria from buying weapons and stopped the mercenaries that were helping the country fight terrorism. He also claimed that the US, they now want to enter Nigeria because Nigeria is doing something. There's something we are doing right. He no measure that thing where America called it jealous of. Even the natural resources, as he said, you know they get themselves now for how many years? Why? They no show interest. Last year, Trump first tenure, they no show interest. All of a sudden, they want show interest. No be that one even carry me come here. Me I carry you go, wetin bring me come here. Here is the truth. During President Goodluck Jonathan's time, wetin happen? The US order Obama, not Trump, order Obama. You must be specific with information, with facts. Refuse to sell weapons to Nigeria because of alleged human rights abuse. You remember that time? You know the accusation where they accuse Goodluck Jonathan of genocide, say they kill people anyhow. Now this information they gather, pack, go give Obama. Now Obama say, we no go sell weapons to you. It was reported by BBC News on November 11, 2014. Those sanctions came after the opposition politicians went to Washington shouting genocide, while Jonathan was struggling to stop Boko Haram from overrunning the north. You know now, before the election, and that time we get mercenaries where they call defeat Jonathan. Now Buhari call tell them say make they stop. Maybe in America tell them to stop. Even the video they online. Now Buhari tell them say stop from South Africa. E dey YouTube, go check out. That decision weakened the army. The decision not to sell weapons to us weakened the army and gave terrorists a second life. Wetin J call they do that time? That is the army. They call they go black market. They buy ammunition. They couldn't access them in open market. Obama's refusal, blocked Nigeria from heading terrorism early. Okay, wetin call later happen? The chance to destroy them was lost. Now wetin I write, now they read for you so on my Twitter page. That same mistake gave birth to the insecurity that has now spread to Fulani militia. That time, they don't make bad people like this now. You know now, say all this middle belt, the thing started from Borno. After that time, when they block us during Buhari, the thing called spread. And some people they allege jihad. I go show you one document before I complete this class. Okay? Now we call the leave, call the complaint of today because of that single blockage. Okay? The same Obama destroyed Libya, not Trump, and he spread chaos across Middle East, not Trump. In the name of Arab Spring, it was not Trump. Okay? Other Trump, oh, when he come enter 2016, the same America where this pastor they accuse so reverse that faith policy towards Nigeria. Now Trump called they sell weapons to us, gave Nigeria 590 million worth of arms, 1.8 million in direct security support between 2016 and 2020. This figure wey you dey see so as I wrote, there no be room also. You fit go US Department of State. Trump na he change am, say they need to fight terrorism in Nigeria. First tenure after Obama. Now the same Trump say he wan call assist. He call dey generalize now. When you generalize, you are covering the truth. Different government with different policy. Democrat versus Republican. Obama get different ideology. Trump different ideology. You get the point now. Trump corrected what Obama destroyed. It is unfortunate that Pastor Femi, wetin I right now dey read so, is not in the same page with ISWAP. ISWAP said, go check out on Twitter, say make all Muslims resist the threat of America. You get the point now. Unfortunately, Pastor Femi and ISWAP, they did the same page now. Okay? Because this one, they talk of resources. This one, say, may they no call piles. So indirectly, anything will go stop America, go favor the terrorists plus Fulani militias. Okay? The same app that could have helped stop bloodshed is the one is condemning in the name of resources. So the question where I will ask, which side these people they said, which side? Are they on the side of the victim or the comfort of the city? Because the city is comfortable. The truth must be spoken. No allow anybody to close your mouth. Okay? Make it be say now only buy. Now make you close mouth. As long as you are alive, you refuse to speak the truth. When you buy, you know if you talk again, you become a fool, forever fool. Because there was a time God gave you the opportunity to say the truth. You saw the truth. Because of fear, because of one thing or the other, interest, favoritism, you bury the truth, and your fellow people of faith, they suffer. But you are happy that you are not suffering, but the other group are suffering. You don't even provide any solution how they should do it. They condemn people who say they won't help. If you say they don't help, then provide solution. The pupil should not be used to generalize and hide facts. Pastor must speak clearly, separate it, and allow those who trust them to make informed decision. My challenge for him is this: make it go do crusade for Middle Belt. Make go Benue, Plateau, or Sata Kaduna, where they don't buy many people, display people, bury people for mass grave. All those widows, they need the gospel now. May go preach there. 3 days crusade. Go check something. I can't say, may not say some are called pastors, some are evangelists. No. The gospel is not about safety or title. Peter went out. The Bible says this message shall go to all the 4 corners of the earth. No be all 4 corners of the city. Go join them and see what they are going through. Make him go to. Maybe then it will be clear to him that no political interest, no foreign policy, no mineral resources is greater than human life or human resources.
Femi Lazarus said that America will come and divide the nation so that they can enter and take our resources. So for Femi Lazarus' mind now, the country is together, ba? Well, it may be together for him, because he does not suffer what the majority of Nigerians are suffering, or members of his congregation. I say it here that 90% of church people are poor, poorer than they were during Jonathan's administration. But the pastors are richer. I don't know how they do it, but if you know, you know. Femi Lazarus must note that Christianity must advance, and it should not join the enemy to try to prevail against it, to try to hinder it. You should watch and make research properly before he opens his mouth, or let him stay away from any political discussion. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to this my channel so that you can see me once again. And again, I say, God bless you.